Hey guys, Pickle Rick here from Llama Labs, back with another episode of Sailing the OpenSea. This week we saw a bit of a slowdown to start the week out just because of the Fed meeting that was going to happen. You know, sentiment was pretty good after the meeting, volume picked up again, but there were some dips, good buy opportunities. We're gonna go ahead and check back in on some of the projects we looked at last week, do another update here on checks by Jack Butcher and some of the related collections. Also look into the PUMA collection as they have some news. We're going to take a look at Otherdeed, as I said that this might have some price action, some positive movement after the sewer pass price action, and then we'll check back in on the DigiDaigaku villain collection that minted last week. So we'll go ahead and start things off here with Jack Butcher. Obviously, pretty much everyone at this point is familiar with the checks project he launched, the Open Edition free mint that he did. It's just gained a lot of traction. He's innovating, coming up with burn mechanisms, doing a bunch of stuff on the side, released an Open Edition mint that is providing meals for people. So lots of positive sentiment around Jack. We've just seen just an accumulation period for these checks have just been steadily rising. They were holding that 0.6 area, 0.5 to 0.6 zone. And then a couple days ago, I think it was actually yesterday, Budweiser tweeted this and tagged Jack. It's really the first, we're seeing the Web 2 kind of get involved here. And just from there, we saw this pump from 0.6, and it's just been pumping ever since. People aping in, obviously the burn is coming up, 16k supply, and at this point we only have 530 listed. So it's just been continuing to accumulate. Obviously you get the people taking some profits. It broke 1 Ethereum today. More people taking profits, pretty reasonable. There are some people who hold multiple checks. But yeah, it's now hit the 1.5 ETH mark. I'm pretty sure it's because there was a tweet 12 minutes ago from Beeple, just kind of referencing the checks as well. How big is your check mark and night mode? So this kind of just added some more, fuel to the flames here. And we just saw another pump. It was staying around this 1.3, 1.4 area, and now it's broken 1.5. Another thing to consider here for this particular, these Open Edition drops, but this project in particular, people are looking at token ID digits as well. Anything, 3 digits. You could see it's about 0.2, 0.3 above the floor. You can see here pretty consistent sales, 648 going for 1.9, 655 1.75. We can see here, the lower the token ID, the higher the price is going. I think I saw like a 5 ETH sale earlier for maybe here you could see a 2-digit token ID went for 5 ETH. Another one here, 4.6. Single digit went for 13.5. That's pretty massive. So people are just trying to get ahead of any sort of gamification that might be involved in this ecosystem. And so this has kind of bled into some of the related projects, Opepen and Merge. Both pretty significant supply, 16k on Opepen, 30k on Merge. Opepen had kind of been sitting in that 0.05 to 0.08 range for a while, and with this checks breakthrough, worth mentioning, Opepen is also related to Jack Butcher, something he did as well, and it has just kind of followed checks and just had a breakthrough in the past 24 hours, broke out of this like 0.09 area. And it's just been flying pretty much. 1,000 listings out of a 16k supply. Not really sure what's, not much is known about what's going on with this collection. It could be revealed that there's some, utility in his ecosystem with this, but similar price action here. Anything in the people are also going for token IDs here. You can see 3 digits going for above 0.2, 0.22, 0.25. above floor sales, so not as significant as with checks, but definitely something to keep an eye on. And merge, we saw it kind of just go from 0.03 today to about 0.08. It's pretty much at all-time high right now. But yeah, so all these projects just kind of tracing each other, following checks. So this is definitely something, Open Edition meta. Though it might be slowing down, checks is not. So definitely continue to watch this for potential dip buys. We'll go ahead and jump into the Nitro collection by PUMA. The other day they kind of announced the upcoming, they have a collection coming up. Swanee called the PUMA collection in our server. Was a good buy opportunity. I think she called it around this 0.4, 0.38, 0.39 area. Did see a pump to about 0.59. Has seen a dip. Potential buy opportunity on some more news here. So definitely just keep an eye on the PUMA collection. They are, getting more and more involved in Metaverse and Web3. So lots of potential opportunity here. They're talking about their upcoming drop, and obviously their involvement in the Web3 space has contributed to. We saw 10k 10k TF. So keep an eye on this for sure. Obviously PUMA, big entity, so anything they're really doing in Web3 is just worth monitoring. We'll go ahead and take a look here at Otherdeed. I had mentioned last time when we were taking a look at Sewer Pass that we could see the the solid price action from Sewer Pass could be an indicator for some movement in Otherdeed. We did see it get up to about like a 1.8, 1.9 floor. It had been around like a 1.3, 1.4 for a while. Obviously 100k supply, it's going to be hard to get that floor up, but going up by like about 0.3, 0.4 is still pretty significant. 4k listed out of 100k supply. You can see here someone just bricked the floor. It's a lot of listings. Obviously taking profits due to this recent pump. But yeah, obviously anything related to Yuga there's not much, not a whole lot of risk. Obviously the entry price is a lot steeper than most other collections, but it's not a lot of risk of a loss. Yuga is gonna continue to bring value to their holders, and it's the most established blue chip in the space. So just being a part of that ecosystem is always gonna continue to drive some positive price action there. The last project we'll take a look at here is DigiDaigaku Masked Villains. They have seen a significant dip here back to 0.39. Their peak was around like a 0.6. They've continued to have more announcements regarding the unmasking. Looks like it's going to be an 8-day claim. They do have the big Super Bowl commercial, coming up as well. Their advertisement in the Super Bowl. So we could see another pump leading up to that, maybe coming as a result of that as well. So continue to keep an eye on this. See how do your own research, of course. Look more into the ecosystem and how this will play a part. And it's on a pretty good dip here. Obviously the volume is going into checks and these Open Edition projects at the moment, but the founder for DigiDaigaku knows how to market, knows how to get attention. They had a space the other day that had a pretty high attendance count, so just continue to keep your eye out for any announcements. Give the Twitter account a follow, and just look for any other buy opportunities. We'll check again on some of these projects next week. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.